Hey, this is Craig Duswalt with Rock Your Life TV, and we have another great episode for you. We have the man that all this was, that he did all this. We're in his podcast studio right now here in North Dallas. Actually, I think we're in Dallas, Texas. There's like a freeway behind me and buildings behind me. I don't even know where we are because I just moved here from California. But we're somewhere in Dallas or North Dallas. Please welcome Mr. Jeff Crilley to the show. Yeah. Where are we? Are we in Dallas, actually?
It's North Dallas.
North Dallas. Okay, I was right the first time.
You were right the first
All
time.
right.
I love this, and I love the pink.
Yeah.
You're rocking the pink.
So my caring audience said that I should use the pink chair because of my masculinity. No, that wasn't it. They just said I should use the pink chair. And since Jeff has the nice white chair, I figured I'd contrast a little.
I love it. No, you're owning it. You're on brand. You're on brand.
I'm on brand using pink?
Brand is like standing out.
Oh.
And with that pink chair and owning your masculinity and a pink chair.
So I'm taking this home with me then?
No, I need that. That's our most popular chair.
I need to own it. All right, so Jeff Crilley, I mean, what you have built here is simply amazing. So I moved here a little while ago. One of the first people I met was Jeff at Success North Dallas. Mm-hmm. We were at this meeting. I invested as a partner. Mm-hmm. You're a partner. And that's how you get to meet people. You know, I invested $10,000 in Success North Dallas to become a Success North Dallas partner. And because of that, you kind of stand out from the competition. Bill Wallace announces you to everybody in the audience. And then you and I started dating that day, I think.
It was a bromance.
We had a bromance going.
What's not to love about this guy?
So we met that day.
Yep.
I think we had lunch the next day, and from then on, now you were in the old studio when I first met you.
Yes.
And this was being built.
Correct.
And I gotta say, I'm so glad I waited, because your other studio was great, don't get me wrong.
Yes, I agree.
But this,
thank you.
Man, you guys have done. So tell us, so I'm in the Real News PR is the name of the business, in their podcast studio.
Yes.
Of which there are how many studios?
A total of 10.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
10 studios.
10 studios.
So 8 studios on this floor, and then we have one at Grandscape up by Nebraska Furniture Mart and one in downtown Fort Worth.
That's right, so there are 10. But we are, what's the name of this studio?
Oprah.
We're in the Oprah studio, soon to be called RockStar Studio, because if I have anything to do with this, we're changing the name of this studio to RockStar Studio.
Absolutely. You know, we can sell naming rights to this.
He's such a marketer. So anyway, Jeff, I guess where did this all start, man? I've known you as the podcast guy. Is this how it started? But I think you had a career in the newsroom or something.
Yes, so I did 25 years in TV news. So Lansing, Michigan, Omaha, Nebraska, Minneapolis, Minnesota, and the last 15 years here in Dallas as a street reporter. I wrote a book on publicity in 2002. It was called Free Publicity. A TV reporter shares the secrets for getting covered on the news.
Amen.
And I sold 70,000 copies of this book.
70,000 copies?
70,000 copies through free speeches. You know, as a journalist, I always believe in free speech, but literally 300 speeches a year for 6 straight years. Sold 70,000 copies of this little $10 book, and people kept trying to hire me. They'd be like, Jeff, I could buy your little $10 book, but I can't do any of this stuff. I'm busy running a business. Can I just hire you? And I would say, no, I'm on the news. I can't take your money. I'll tell you what to do for free. And so I'd give them free advice. And 3 days later, they'd call me up on a Sunday and they'd say, Jeff Crilley, you're a genius. Do you get the Sunday Dallas Morning News? Go out in your driveway, look at the paper and see whose face is on the front page of the Sunday Dallas Morning News. And I would pick up the paper and I'd see somebody that I'd given free advice to. And I'd say to myself,
wait a minute.
You know what? Some PR person would have made a lot of money on that advice. And so I got to the ripe old age of 45, 25 years in the business. I felt like it was a round number, a good time to get out. So I asked my wife's permission to quit.
That's so nice. Natasha, if you're listening, don't think that's happening here. I mean,
So
all right, I'll ask permission.
I asked permission to quit. I quit. I walked away from a wonderful career in TV news into the great journey of entrepreneurship, which, as many of you guys know, it's the difference between a lion at the zoo and a lion in the wild. A lion in the zoo gets a very predictable meal, 10 a.m. and 2 p.m.
Right.
A nice juicy steak. A lion in the wild needs to hunt. And so one of the things I had to learn was, how do you find new clients? How do you please clients? How do you build a team? And so now I look back, and it's been a total of 14 years in entrepreneurship, and the company is now 20 full-time employees, 140 clients on retainer.
Wow.
The largest is Walmart. The smallest is an author at home.
Wait, it's not me, right?
No.
I'm not the smallest?
Not the smallest.
I thought you were going to say the smallest is him.
So anyway, if you see this silly grin on my face, it's because people ask me what my happiness is, 1 to 10, and I always say 12. I mean, what could make me happier? I get to work with my kids.
Yeah.
You've even, I think
I've
you've
met both.
Have you met my grandson yet?
I have.
Okay, so.
Whoa. No, I only
Caleb?
saw pictures. I did not meet him
This
yet.
is a cute story. My grandson is 12, and I don't know that he's thought much of Grandpa's company until a kid at his school saw his TV show. So on nights and weekends, my daughter will run the board, and he'll do a little Pokemon show or something like that. And so some kid at school said, "Caleb, you have a television show?" And it was like, yeah.
Yes,
So now, like during the summer, he'll sit at the front desk, and when our director of first impressions is not sitting up there, he'll sub, and he'll stand up, 12-year-old boy, stands up, greets you, looks you right in the eye and says, "My name is Caleb Hill, future owner of this company."
Wow.
And
Wow.
they're like, "I love your grandson." So anyway, I have an amazing.
Yeah, because your two kids work here as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, they're amazing. And I just got a book from Dallas today.
You did?
Yes.
Kidpreneur, yeah.
Yeah, the Kidpreneur book.
Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
So my kids, one of my children, Tyler, wrote a book as well. It's great when your kids write a book.
Yes. What's your kid's book?
The short book on how to become a blogging expert.
Ooh, I love
really,
that.
really fast.
Yeah.
He wrote a book on blogging because he had 100,000 subscribers on his blog. 100,000 at 10 years old.
That's a ton.
Teaching kids how to cheat on a game called Club Penguin.
Really?
A Disney game. He was teaching kids how to cheat. It's that small book right over there. It's in there. It's right in there somewhere. There it is, right there. Right there. No, you had it.
Okay, that's
This is Dallas's. There it is. Yeah. My audience, my mastermind members are so good to me. Thank you, Stephen. So this is Jeff's son's book, Kidpreneur. Dallas wrote this. And this is my son's book.
I love it.
The short book on how to become a blogging expert. So literally he had 100,000 subscribers teaching kids how to cheat. We're so proud. And literally he spoke on my stages and taught blogging to people on my RockStar stage. And the first time he spoke, he made like $1,500.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. And he had a wad of cash in his hands. And my wife and I are looking at him with this wad of cash, and everyone has left the room now, and we're so proud looking at him. And we walk over to him with this wad of cash in his hands and his big beaming smile. And we're like, "Tyler, we're so proud of you." And he goes, "Mom, Dad, I figured it out. I don't need to go to school anymore."
Wow.
10 years old. I'm like, "No." And he just had this different thinking from this moment on.
Wow.
I could make this much money doing this instead of like working for somebody. Is that possible? And we're like, yes. And that's what he's trying to do now, start his own business.
Well, good job as a parent, really, because I think investing in your son that way, teaching him to speak on a stage in front of strangers.
Oh, yeah. All my kids have done that at an early age.
That's very amazing.
They've gotten out of the fear thing for sure. So anyway, so your podcast studio, you just renovated this whole floor.
Yes.
You're on the 7th floor of Tower 2.
Of Lincoln Center.
Lincoln Center.
Yes.
Just an amazing place.
So the premise of all of this is, yes, we can, as a traditional PR firm, we can get you on Fox and CNN and the Wall Street Journal, But what if we allowed you to become the media and tell your own story and not worry about the media editing you down to a 15-second soundbite? It allows you to become your own broadcaster, grow your own fan base, and many of our shows are beating traditional television. So I see a sea change. I mean, you have traditional television doing this, and then you have a 13-year-old girl doing makeup tips.
Yes.
On her webcam has 3 million subscribers. So I'm a big fan of Wayne Gretzky, the hockey great. He was asked one time, why are you such a great hockey player? He says, it's easy. Everybody else is skating to the puck. I'm skating to where the puck is going to be. Yeah. And I'm doubling and tripling down on the idea that in the future, it won't be ABC, NBC, CBS. It'll really be, how does it get to the rectangle? They don't care. Like anybody under 30 would not ask you what channel is your show on, Craig, because that's something their parents would say. They just say, how do I get it? Right? And you've got Joe Rogan, one of the most successful podcasters of all time. Yeah. I think this is the future.
It is the future. 100% it's the future. That's why I've invested my money in this too, because all right, so let me ask you this. What is the difference between the person that does it in their house or in a professional studio? Because, a lot of people, do it, I won't say half-ass, but, they're just trying to do it on the cheap, not pay for it. But what's the difference between coming? I know the difference because I'm living it right now, but why don't you share what the difference is?
So, you're a branding expert, and companies have a brand, people have a brand. And I like to coach people that your brand has to be telling the same stories across all platforms. So you could have a slick website, you can have a nice office, you can be doing everything right, but then the podcast looks homemade. Or maybe it's glitchy, the Wi-Fi is not set up right. Everything that I see at home right now kind of hurts my eyes, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because you're so used to this.
Because I came from traditional television, and as I started to look at this whole podcast world, I said, why does it all look homemade? Why don't we just offer podcasters a chance to kind of waltz in off the street, sit down, interview people, and leave, and let my team do the rest? And so the truth is, I'm going to be very transparent. Can I say prices?
100%.
We charge $500 a show.
Yeah.
And on a $500 show, I might make $100. It's not a big, cash generating offering. It's really the glamorous part of our business. I would never turn off this division, because when you come to these shiny towers and you walk in and you see our director of first impressions and the anchor desk, it's glamorous. I liken it to Kroger's and a deal on milk. When Kroger's discounts milk, you come into the store, but you also pick up a whole bunch of other stuff.
Right.
So it's a great way to get people into our ecosystem, and many of them want to be on the news. In fact, if I can, because you have one interviewer interviewing another interviewer, can I switch it on you?
Yes.
So
we're going to go to real news now?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to switch.
So this is just the window dressing, right? The podcast studio is great, but where he really shines is in PR. Now, I've worked with PR firms before, touring with bands. I won't say specifically which of the two bands I toured with needed a PR firm more than the other, but you could guess. How do we keep them?
Crisis communications.
Crisis communication, exactly.
What Axel meant to say.
Right. You just gave it away. I'm kidding. But that is the most powerful thing. Is how do you get into the media? And we could all try all day long trying to get into the media, but you have this thing that you put out every day.
Yes.
Every single morning I wake up, and you've already done it, because I wake up later than you, obviously. And share what that is.
Okay, so it's a daily e-blast that goes out to now 27,000 journalists. And I have not missed a day in almost 14 years. Not Christmas Day, not New Year's Day, for 14 years. Well, it's become a thing, because journalists really look forward to seeing this. And now I get requests from my email from journalists who are at the Today Show. and the email will be, Jeff, I miss you. And I'm like, the Today Show misses me? And it will be the senior producer for the 4th hour of the Today Show saying, Jeff, I was reading you in the small markets. Now I'm the senior producer at the 4th hour of the Today Show. I miss your emails. Can you add me back? So I feel an obligation like a newspaper does. I mean, the Dallas Morning News, it doesn't matter if it's, there's a power failure in the state of Texas. They're going to get the Dallas Morning News out. And so it doesn't matter what is going on. It doesn't matter what time zone I'm in or how I feel that day. I'm going to get it out. And one of the things I've trained myself to do, because I wake up at 5. So every morning when I wake up and I say, oh gosh, I'm tired. If I hear myself saying, I have to, I quickly reframe and say, I get to. What a privilege.
Yeah.
What a privilege that 27,000 journalists trust me and look forward to my daily emails. And so I put Craig in there a couple of times.
And the first time, I'm going to share this story.
Yeah, please.
First time he texted me at like 6 in the morning. You have a radio, no. You text me that afternoon, tomorrow morning, you have a radio tour. And I didn't know that was the term for this. We had a different term way back in the day with Guns N' Roses. So anyway, I had a radio tour. And that means that you are going to have like 10 radio stations interview you on a certain subject. So the subject that Jeff put out for me that day was, I'm an expert on social media. And if you know anything about Craig Duswalt, my social media sucks. I am the worst social media person in the world. I have my kids do my Instagram for me. It's just horrible. So anyway, this day, I'm an expert on social media and an expert on Twitter, and they're gonna ask me why I feel Jack Dorsey retired from Twitter. And I look at it, I'm thinking of Natasha, my wife, I'm like, Jeff thinks I know something about Twitter, and I don't. But what I did was, to my credit, I researched Twitter that night. I researched everything about Jack Dorsey, and the next morning, starting at I think 6 a.m., because it's East Coast as well, I did 6 to 10 minute interviews as the expert on why Jack Dorsey retired from Twitter. And what I came up with, because I became good at doing this with Guns N' Roses, and Jeff helping me with how you position yourself, and how you can steer an interview to go where you want to go the interview. So I had Jeff in the back of my head, and I'm researching Twitter, and Jack Dorsey had retired once before, and this was the second time he was retiring. So I went into my music mind mode, and I'm thinking, who else has retired as a musician that has come back after retirement? Cher and Elton John. So during the interview, I said, the first question, so what do you think about Jack Dorsey retiring? Well, Tom, I actually think, he might come back, because isn't that what he did before? He retired back in 2006, and he's probably going to retire this time, and he's probably going to come back again, just like Elton John and Cher. How many times have they done a tour that they said they're going to retire, but 2 years later, they're on another tour, but they sold out everything because it was their last tour? Jack Dorsey's probably doing the same thing, and this is where it went. That's right, you used to tour with Guns N' Roses, didn't you, and Axl Rose? And the whole interview went towards music and my wheelhouse, because I steered the interview where we didn't even talk about Twitter anymore. We were talking about Guns N' Roses, Air Supply, and my career. And I thanked Jeff, and I was like, man, I'm really good at this.
Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely. And you are. I mean, look at you. Just a larger than life character. I mean, one of the reasons I love Craig is you show up and you walk your talk, which is be a rock star. And I love the way you brand yourself. I love your charisma. The studio lights are brighter today.
Yeah, but there's a fat camera over here.
No.
I need the thin camera.
You may need to turn the charisma down a little bit, because there's smoke detectors up here, and you could set them off.
That's true. I guess so. All right, so share what you do for people like me that want to get into the media, because Isn't that what we all want? We want to get into the media so more people know about us.
So my firm specializes in experts. There's a lot of PR firms that do ribbon cuttings and galas and stuff like that, and we can as well, but we discovered the media never gets tired of experts. They need legal experts, they need marketing experts, they need medical experts, and so we attract people who want I call it credibility marketing. So if this is a marketing umbrella and over here is paid advertising, billboards, radio ads, we're playing over here. Authority marketing. You're going to see me on television. You might tune into my television show. You'll see me as a thought leader. And I like that space because every study I've ever seen about millennials and Gen Zs is they are the most suspicious generation on earth. Madison Avenue cannot create an ad that would be as persuasive to my daughter, who's 32, as a recommendation from a friend on Facebook.
Oh, right.
Right?
Yeah.
So we feel like this playground that we're playing in is the right playground to be in. And for most professions, like a lawyer, for instance, you don't want to be, that guy, that ambulance chaser. I'm not going to name any names because lawyers know how to sue, but we all know their ads.
Yes.
And you don't want to be that guy. It's not dignified. So what if we took that same attorney and we started to put that attorney on the news, print, radio, and television all over the country, commenting on other cases.
Yeah.
And so I love experts, and I can see even in your audience, you have
We have experts.
You have a number of experts.
We do.
So.
The interesting thing is, like, when you put us on a radio tour, we're all over the country.
Yes.
Like, I was doing Boise, Idaho, Detroit, Michigan, Miami, and that's the beauty of it. It's like that billboard, right? Yeah, you're going to get 6 minutes on a radio show, and you might not think it did anything for you, but it does. Because when they hear the name Rock Your Life, they're going to go, wait a minute, wait. I know that from somewhere.
Yes.
I heard a show somewhere. I saw a billboard. I saw a book or something that I saw, and it's just that rekindling of that memory that they had of you. And that's what advertising is. That's what marketing is. The more places you do that, the more you're going to be successful. And that's what I believe.
And what we do with our clients, we actually have 1.5 employees that do nothing but capture our clients on the news. Why? Because you do an interview in Boise, you're on the phone, it might feel like a hollow experience to you, but if we capture it, come up with a slick graphic for it, send it out through social media,
Love it.
now your friends say, Craig, did you do like 10 interviews this morning? I just heard your interview in Boise.
Yeah.
So now we're recirculating the publicity and letting everybody know that you're a big deal.
Did you just say I'm a big deal? I know. My head just got bigger.
Don't stop.
No,
don't
stop.
stop.
All right. So how does someone get in touch with Jeff Crilley? Where do they find Jeff Crilley?
Okay, we have 2 websites to look at.
Okay.
On the PR side, getting on the news, it's realnewspr.com.
Real news.
And on the podcast side, it's launchashow.com.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah. And we'd love to talk. Launch a show.
And how many shows do you have going? Because it's funny, you have like 8 studios here.
Yes.
And I'm walking down the hall, and when I got here today, I'm like, I know that person. I know that person. And then I just walked down to hall to get a little drink.
and iced tea.
An iced tea with 1 ice cube. and I know another person. It's like, so it's funny that I've met, like Fab Mancini, who is on has been a guest on my show. I've met all these people that are like high-end people, and they all seem to be here, which is really interesting. Like the people that I've met, they all are here at some point. Like every time I come here, I'm like, oh my God, you have a show?
Well, I'll tell you a story about one of our podcasters. So this gentleman worked for a year to get Mark Victor Hansen from Chicken Soup for the Soul.
Do you know that I'm tied in with him now?
No kidding.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Ken Wall's my partner.
Oh wow.
Is like his best friend.
No kidding.
And so Mark and I are tight. Mark and Crystal, we should talk.
So you should have him on your show.
I will.
Yes.
At some point, his ass is here.
Can we say ass?
I can. That's nothing. When I toured with Guns N' Roses. Need I say? It's taken every ounce of energy not to drop more bombs.
Travis, can you ride that bleep button? Just have one finger hovering. Okay.
Yeah, be careful.
So we had a podcaster who worked for a year to get Mark Victor Hansen on his show. And so he interviews Mark Victor Hansen from his home with a really nice setup. He'd probably spent maybe $3,000 on his in-home studio. Interviewed him for an hour, thanked him, signed off, looked down, and realized he had not pressed record.
No. Oh, that hurt.
Well, you can't even tell Mr. Hansen.
Right.
I'm sorry, we're going to have to do that again.
No.
You can't. You
No.
can't. And so he came to us and he says, I'm done being the tech. I'm done. Like, I would rather let your team do it.
Yeah.
Because it's hard enough to concentrate on, am I asking the right questions, without having to think, is it being overmodulated? And there's a lot of...
There's a lot of stuff that goes into this.
Correct.
You guys have it all set up so it seems easy. But Trey's in the other room right now working his butt off. He's got things going on.
With the blue button.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, but that too. Yeah. But no, yeah, but everyone, you just assume that this is easy to do. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cameras just in this room alone. There's 2 big lights. There's an audience of lovely looking people. Yeah. Let's hear an audience. Yeah. There's like 100 people in the room,
love this.
Which is amazing.
Cut to the shot of the Beatles at Shea Stadium.
That would be awesome. As I get comfortable with this show,
Yes.
I'm really going to start using this as a tool too. Because I have Trey in there and he could put up something if I say, Trey, hit the, because I see what you guys do.
Yes.
Like hit the clip on something, do the.
Yes.
Yeah, that's something that is not easy to do yourself.
Yeah. What I tell clients is, you don't overthink it. You could come in and do a show raw with no video assets whatsoever, and then tell the producer afterwards, hey, we mentioned Guns N' Roses. I'm going to send you a short clip from Guns N' Roses that I have, the royalty or license to.
Yeah.
I'm going to send you this. I'm going to send you this. And then we just put it in later for you.
That's great.
Isn't that nice?
Oh, yeah.
Trey's like, you just made more work for me.
No, I won't do that for these shows. But get ready, Trey. All right. I mean, you are so one of my favorite people here. It has been such a blessing. You've introduced me to amazing people. I'm hopefully introducing you to some amazing people.
So many.
Sarah and Jason, are they amazing?
Oh my God.
Right?
Changed my life.
Right? Aren't
Sweetest
they
couple ever.
Sarah Buxom and Jason Gardner, they just opened up a thing in Tennessee, south of Nashville, a wedding destination place.
Got engaged on one of your
on
stages.
my stage.
Yeah.
And they want me to officiate their wedding.
Is that right?
Yeah, I have to go online and get a thing, a certificate.
By the powers vested in me by
because they want me to marry them. So I'm married. If anyone needs to get married, I can marry you for $10,000. Not true. It's $9,000.
Oh my goodness. I think you've been overserved.
No, I think there's a hole in the glass, actually. Something happened. There's a leak in the thing. Hey, and you are also one of the best dressed people I've ever met in my life.
You're a
you got
Robert
the
Graham
Gucci
guy.
belt. I
Yes,
have Bob's belt.
Thank you.
You have like
Gucci
Calvin
shoes and
Klein
Calvin
socks.
Klein, yes.
I have Bob's socks.
Yes.
Yes. Bob.
But you rock those socks.
Yeah, I do. I'm going to start wearing those. My kids all wear those funky socks.
Yes.
Does anyone have those in here?
Well,
Steven is my little rock. Come here.
All right, come on, Steven, come on.
So this is how you brand, right in the middle, right here.
Right here.
This is how you brand your dealio. Tell everyone who you are, buddy.
TMV, baby. I'm Steven Beaver. TMV on any social media. TMV, Steven Beaver.
What does TMV stand for, baby?
Take more vacation.
Amen. Take more vacation.
So well branded.
But talk about branding, man. He's walking his brand. That's what we do.
That's it.
He should have a show.
He does. He needs a show.
He needs a show. Oh, you gonna get one? Call me. Oh, he's gonna get one. Call me. Seriously, Pam needs a show too.
Does she?
Yeah. Pam has a show, but imagine if she did it
Oh
here.
my goodness,
She's a rock star.
I would love that.
I know.
I would love that.
Jeff, anything else that we should talk about, or are we done?
I think we're done.
I think we're done.
I think
you have like 14 people waiting for you in the next room.
And I think you and I need to have
One
another
more.
adult beverage.
Yeah, over there.
Yeah.
Thank you
Okay,
so much,
you're-
buddy.
you're
I love you.
amazing. All right. Come back.
Jeff Crilley, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, subscribe to this channel if you want to see more people like Jeff. You're not going to see more people as good as Jeff, but semi-good. You know. Take care. Bye.